this is Phil Gibbs from OpenMake Software, and in this video we're going to show you some of the highlights of Release Engineer 7.7, our spanking new release. So when Jenkins does a build, we tell Release Engineer, that a new build has been done, and we track that build against the component. Now, what you don't want to do is create a new version of the component every time there's a build. Because the build is going to get done potentially every time there's a change to the source code and that source code is checked in. That's the whole point of a CI server. So you don't necessarily want to create a new version of the component because A, it might not get deployed, it might not have to be deployed, and B, there'll just be hundreds of these things, right? So we generally only create a new version of the component if that component is associated with an approved application. So every time the component is rebuilt, we check to see whether the component association, to see whether the application has been approved. And if the application is approved, then we'll create a new version of the component. So this happens automatically, and you can see that we've got the build numbers for version 1, the build numbers for version 2, and the build numbers for version 3 sitting right there. And by looking at that, we can see which build number has been deployed to which environment, and which server within that environment. So you can see that we've extended the model now, so we can see that this deployment 2261 has gone off to dev-env1. 2202 went off to UAT env1, but this build number tells you the build that was associated. So when the build is done in Jenkins, we track that, so we know which build is associated with its component. But when that component is deployed, we know which build it was that was deployed as well. So we can track the changes all the way through from the original Jenkins CI run all the way through to where it's been deployed to. If I look at build 155, again, that's pulling straight from Jenkins, but I can click on the deployed service tab and see where that build has gone. So that build was associated with version 1 of IT Guys app component, and it's been delivered to OM Server 1 and FizzApp Server 1 by those deployment IDs. And I can go and open up those deployments as well and see all the files that were deployed.
Thank you for viewing our recorded demo. For more information, you can contact us at request-info@openmakesoftware.com. You can also visit our website at www.openmakesoftware.com for white papers and other demos on Release Engineer and Meister, our DevOps solutions.